The strong winds which accompanied Saturday's morning rains caused the mast to collapse and destroyed some houses and cars at Osodoku North in the Korle-Klottey municipality. A middle-aged man who was in one of the houses sustained injuries as a result of the situation. The victim was rushed to the Citi hospital but was discharged some hours later. The incident has left residents traumatized. Here's a resident narrating the occurrence to Citi News.
It was around 6:15 this morning, yeah. But prior to that, it's always been a concern to me the way this mosque is right behind the house, and it's I think that they don't maintain it very well. They will just come paint it sometime, and I know that these masks, they have lifespans that after a while you need to, do some major maintenance. They don't do any of those things, and I don't think they have gone through the right channels to actually put this mask here, because I know the standards are that you don't put it at prime areas where people live. So I think, this all boils down to the fact that things have to be done properly, because right now there are a lot of lives, a lot of properties have been damaged, life and property. The guy in this apartment, one of the bricks hit his head. We had to send him to the Citi hospital before he came back. 2 cars, this car, the car just to my right is completely flattened. Everything about it, it's destroyed. And then this Pajero right in front of us, which also works. Now it looks like the mask has fallen on it, and the mask is still on the building. With the weight and all that, there's still some amount of risk involved.
The residents are thus asking for compensation, while insisting that the mast should be relocated.
This mask, I was young before this mask was put up. That should give you an understanding of how long it has been. And from the video evidence that I took, you realize that it's rusted at so many places. So my take on this is that going forward, something like this shouldn't be put here. I think that the standard is that you put it at places where people don't live, and then you are ensuring safety and proper ethical standards. Yeah, I mean, lives and properties have been threatened and damaged. So clearly, I mean, times are hard, and they need to compensate the victims of this disaster. I wouldn't call it a natural disaster. I'll call it negligence leading to avoidable events that, it shouldn't happen that way. If they hadn't been negligent, because I've seen them come here and the kind of maintenance they do is shoddy. It's very, very shoddy. So yes, there needs to be compensation for those people who are involved.
The owners of the MAST, Giant International, who acknowledged the situation, promised to salvage the situation. The Korle-Klottey National Disaster Management Organization director, who visited the scene with his team to evaluate the situation, also spoke to Citi News.
Well, we have come to do our initial assessment. We are here to draw conclusion on the assessment. But the incident is resulted out of the windstorm at dawn of today. And we have seen that it has affected some properties already, some vehicles and buildings and other personal effects and stuff. And you see, we went to the back to have a look at the mast itself. We realized that it didn't break, but it's bent. You see, so it tells that the wind, the strength of the wind forced it to bend towards this side. We're just thankful to God that there is no casualty per se, but all the affected persons, i.e. those who have lost their properties as a result of this and all that, should exercise patience. The owners of the mast have owned up and they are ready per my information, ready to sort out all these things. The works engineer have contacted someone to come and deal with it. He's going to come in with a cutter, metal cutter, to come and cut them into sections and get them removed.
Reporting for Citi News, my name is Ansheli Ziwu.